Welcome back to bestinokc.com, where we give you the rundown on all things happening around the city and where to find the best places to go in Oklahoma City.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into the identity of the 405.
Yeah, you know that feeling. You're walking through Bricktown or maybe the Plaza District, and it's a sea of crimson and bright orange.
It creates this really interesting visual tension. I was looking at some of the urban planning notes for this, and they point out something really distinct. Most college towns are these insulated bubbles, right? Norman is a bubble, Stillwater is a bubble.
Sure.
But Oklahoma City isn't a town versus gown situation. It's defined by a much bigger question, really. Whose city is this?
And the answer, it seems, is that OKC is basically Switzerland. It's neutral ground.
It has to be.
I have to admit, though, I always assumed this was just a slow evolution. You know, one school started, then decades later, the other one popped up, and the city just kind of filled the gap.
See, that's what almost everyone thinks.
Yeah.
But the legislative archives we pulled, they tell a much more abrupt story.
Ooh. Yeah, most states do it the way you said, flagship first, land grant school later. Oklahoma did it all in one go.
What do you mean one go?
December 19th, 1890. The Territorial Legislature created the University of Oklahoma in Norman and the Agricultural and Mechanical College, now OSU in Stillwater.
Wait, on the exact same day?
The exact same day, so there wasn't even a big brother, little brother dynamic to start.
Yeah.
Legally, they were twins born minutes apart.
Wow. Okay.
And from that first day, they had totally distinct missions. OU was the comprehensive flagship, liberal arts, law, medicine.
Right.
And OSU was the land grant school for agriculture, engineering, applied sciences.
Right.
By putting them in two different towns, they basically engineered a scenario where the capital, OKC, would sit squarely in the vacuum between them.
So a decision made way back in 1890 is directly responsible for what we see today.
Absolutely.
A metro of 1.4 million people. That's the permanent hub where alumni from both schools end up. It's where they work, buy houses, and argue about Bedlam. That rivalry is the cultural engine for sure. But the structural comparison here is what I found fascinating. The analysis compares Oklahoma to the Iowa model.
The Iowa model.
Yeah, think about it. In Texas, universities are scattered everywhere, and Austin is UT's town. But in Iowa, you have the University of Iowa and Iowa State on either side, with Des Moines right in the middle as the neutral capital.
So OKC functions the exact same way. It's a shared space because it literally has to be.
It has to be.
That explains so much.
Yeah.
It explains why the social rituals here feel so integrated. You go to a Thunder game at Paycom Center or the State Fair, or you're just hanging out in Paseo.
Right.
Nobody really cares what colors you're wearing. Those are the places where the tribes just coexist.
And it's deeper than just social life. The economic data shows it's really two engines, one metro. I mean, look at the healthcare sector alone.
Okay, yeah.
We're not just talking about fans in the stands. We're talking about OU Health and OSU Medicine having these massive competing presences right here in the city.
The local workforce depends on graduates from both schools. The city literally can't afford to pick a side.
Exactly. It can't.
So if we boil it all down, the soul of the 405 isn't confusion.
Yeah.
It's a truce. It's the one place you can be diehard crimson or diehard orange and still call it home. You're not on enemy territory.
That's the narrative today. But here's the thing that sticks with me after reading all this. We're assuming this neutral ground is a permanent thing. But as the metro keeps growing and demographics shift, you have to wonder, will that balance actually hold? Or, in 20 years, will one of these identities finally manage to tip the scales and paint the town a single color?
That's a stressful thought for a lot of people listening, I'm sure.
Yeah.
A city built on a rivalry, sustained by a truce. But for how long? That's a great place to leave it. Don't forget to sign up to our email list for updates on our next episode and latest events. Until next time, we will catch you on bestinokc.com.